It was sent to you. We're live on YouTube. Todd Rubel's already here. Hello, Todd.
I don't see the invite. It's letting me invite you, but I don't see you.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll hit accept, and there I am. And
boom,
now,
let me turn you down here. You're probably hearing an echo.
Yeah, I did hear an echo for half a second. So, all right. Hello, Idiots on Parade, the Too Ugly for TV podcast. We mock the news so you don't have to. Jake is only mildly purple blue. You look a lot better.
That's right.
Did you do that light? Oh, when you lean in.
Light.
When you lean in,
you're
completely not purple. Yeah.
Boom, boom.
I am Nathan Timmel. With me is a stand-up comedian in Iowa City. With me, as always, is Jake Vevra, stand-up comedian in New York City. Hello, Jake.
How's it going?
Dude, I'm not going to lie. I sound awesome. My voice is shot because I had a show in Bismarck, North Dakota. I left for my show Thursday night at 11 p.m. I got to Bismarck Friday around 10 a.m. I spent 3 hours getting lunch, fucking around. The hotel let me check in at 1 p.m. I took a nap from 1 to about 5, and then I had my show. I left Bismarck last night at 10 p.m. I got home this morning at 8:50 a.m. and my voice is like got that sleepy. I have a very nice deep voice today.
Yeah. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. You got to mess your voice up before every podcast.
Too bad I don't have my mic on TikTok, so Kingsley Shepard can join and go, "Who are these assholes?" and quit on us like they always do.
True.
And LED hit is hello on YouTube. All right, Jake. Once again, we have one story that I sent you that we can start with. We have very important things to talk about, and I'm not sure which is the most important. I'll just start with the link I didn't send you.
I find the stuff you don't send me is always the most important. Let's start with that.
Well, because I was driving when the news dropped. So, as we have mentioned multiple times on this podcast, our biggest episode ever happened when I casually mentioned in passing, it wasn't a subject of ours, just casually mentioned that my son is circumcised like I am circumcised. We have no anteater dicks in this house. Well, RFK has now come out and said that circumcision causes autism because when boys get circumcised, they get Tylenol, and when they get Tylenol, they get autism. So there we go. As circumcision rates drop, as they have been, autism rates will drop because either that or they're going to make boys tough it out. It'll be, oh, you're circumcised and you're in pain? Well, buck up and be a man.
That's
you little
right.
tiny
they didn't
baby.
have Tylenol in the Old Testament when we invented this shit. You don't get to eat it now. Autism is God's punishment against painkillers after circumcision.
Yes.
You think God told you to cut it off because he wanted it to feel good? No. I don't even want any numbing agents on there.
Now, I haven't heard.
Dyslexia, you try to numb it.
I haven't heard anything since then, but I really want to know if this is going to have people go to war inside the administration, because as you just mentioned, circumcision is a religious sort of ceremony, even though it's basically secular now. But RFK is not a religious man. He's like Trump. He pretends to be one for the sake of getting along with. So,
oh, come on. I'll bet he's taken part in all kinds of weird tribal religious ceremonies, you know.
we need a super Christian. We need not Mike Pence, who's the other, Mike Johnson, the current speaker. We need Mike Johnson to come forth and say, no, you cannot tie autism to circumcision because circumcision is all that's Jesus and holy, and we need a Jesus medicine war. That's what we need.
I want
in
this
this
to be what tears the Republican Party apart. I want them fighting internally about it. Puts a whole new meaning to the term shirts versus skins. You know what I mean?
Oh, but who knew? Who knew that was where this was going to go? I love how I want to know what's taking Tylenol so long to file their lawsuit. That's because, I mean, they've got to file something.
I think that Trump knows that the CEO of Tylenol is very much on the Epstein list. So he's just sitting in that boardroom going every day going, God damn it, I want to talk shit. But they got videos of me with all them kids, all them youngins. I can't say anything good about my company or anything bad about this administration. Otherwise, the video comes out.
Oh, that's funny.
So he's just going to sit there and shrug and be like, I don't know, maybe we do cause autism.
That's why he keeps saying Tylenol instead of acetaminophen, because he couldn't pronounce it. But instead of, so generic acetaminophen, probably fine, but don't buy name brand, because they have him on the Epstein files.
The CEO of the off-brand Tylenol that they sell into the dollar store, believe it or not, didn't have the money to make it to Epstein's Island. Now, he did some weird shit in Thailand, sure, but it wouldn't be in the Epstein files.
No, just Thailand, where, it's still acceptable for reasons unknown.
Yes, and the exchange rate is amazing. So I've heard.
Oh, I've seen pictures. I can't remember his name, but there was a comedy booker that sent me through Asia. And when I met him, that was his calling card. He's like, dude, check this out. I was in Thailand last week, and it was him in bed with, I think, 10 women. Like, he's like, fuck it. I lived out a fantasy. Like, I could afford 10 women, so 10
women at once is 10 fantasy?
10 was his...
What? Hang on, man.
I'm just there to, like, that becomes a bit too... At some point, you're just watching. You're just like, okay.
Bookers are so fucking dumb. What is this? What do you... Okay, what would you... And I get wanting to have multiple women.
Yeah, so do I.
What's better, man? Hear me out, though. 10 women at once one night, or 2 women at once every night of the week. That's the move, right? That would cost the same amount of money. Is he so jaded by less than 10 women? Is he done with single digits? Is 3 not enough?
We've got Tired saying harem fantasy, because that's got to be what it is. Because I agree with you. I multiple women. I've unfortunately I've never been crossed off my bucket list. Probably never will.
My wife watches this sometimes. Neither have I.
Yeah. I haven't, and I'm very sad about it. Yeah, but I agree with you. I would rather do 2 5 nights in a row than 10 all at once. That 2 5 nights, because I don't need a third or a fourth or a fifth. I'm very happy with one. I just think it would be, double your pleasure, double your fun, double mint gum. 2 would be interesting to me.
I mean, because my mother used to tell me growing up, she was like, I want you to be successful, but I don't want you to ever fall into the traps of the rich man's gold, so to speak. I want you to just be content with banging 2 chicks at once every night of the week, and baby, be a simple kind of man.
What do you do with more than 7? And that's only if you're into pegging. I mean, and who knows if they're into pegging? It seems it would be alive. You'd be watching them,
Yeah, I think you're switching off with a couple of them, and the other ones are just kind of fiddling with themselves next to the bed.
Yeah,
making you feel special, like a sultan of some kind.
Yeah, that was a harem fantasy. Yeah. Tired said, yeah, that'd be about it. Either way, well, that sure went off the circumcision train, derailed right there. Oh, we just got a heart from someone. Thank you, whoever on TikTok didn't stop watching after 2 seconds.
Again, I know I probably said this on the show when the Tylenol thing first started, but I very much agree that we are a very overprescribed country. Yeah. I just love that he's like, let's start with the weakest one that's not really doing much. Like that's the one you want to go after.
I just this I don't have a joke here. I should, but it just popped into my head. How'd you like to be the CEO of Tylenol? And like first we had that guy putting cyanide in the 80s, and now this. It's like, why is it always Tylenol? Why? God damn it, Advil. God damn it, NyQuil. It's always Tylenol. The 2 biggest ones, the medicine caps, and now this.
Yeah, I think it's going to come out that RFK secretly has like $11 trillion worth of stock in Advil under a nephew's name.
Did you read that? I didn't read the article. I sort of breezed through it. I didn't send it to you because I didn't see. But he offered his wife, Cheryl Hines, a sort of fake separation for the press so they'd leave her alone during the nomination process or doing all of this. Like, they'd remain married, but he's like, just so you don't get too much shit for being married to an asshole. He would like put it out there like, oh, we're separated, but they.
So I've heard
married.
of lots of fake marriages. You know what I mean, with like gay Republican senators and stuff like that. I've never heard of a fake divorce.
Neither have I.
That's pretty awesome.
That's maybe why she stayed with him. Oh, you love me enough to try and protect me from your complete fucking insane bullshit.
We'll have a fake reality TV style fight. And the press will get it. It'll be at dinner. And then you throw your ring at me. It'll be a fake ring, though. One with one of them shitty cubic zirconiums, not the big old Kennedy family jewel.
Yes. Hey, speaking of reality TV, let's that's another one. We can go back. Let's just bang this one out quick because we talked about it last week. Oh, I have an update. I listened to Bad Bunny since our last podcast.
Oh, nice.
I not for me. I did not. I perused. Like, okay, not this song. Next. Not this song.
You're also
next.
A grown man in your 40s. You're not
right.
Like, this is better than the Beatles. No, dude, okay. When I was in high school,
I'm still gonna leave the halftime show on. I'm not. And I didn't like. Oh, what is this shit? I get that it's not for me. I get that I'm not his target demo. Yeah,
it's for the kids, and that's why I respect more the Republicans who are shitting on Bad Bunny because they're like, fuck him, it should be in English. I disagree with them, especially since he's from Puerto Rico where they speak Spanish, which is also part of America. So eat a dick, eat an El Dicarino or whatever they call it down there, the devil's chicharron. But I respect that more if they're just kind of overtly racist about it. Cause it's like, yeah, you don't like anything Spanish or brown. I get that. I disagree with you. But I understand why you wouldn't like Bad Bunny to be the halftime show. It's the guys who sit there as older dudes going, I've never heard of him, but I think it's a terrible choice. Well, I've never heard of him. How do you know it's such a bad choice?
Exactly.
Maybe it's the best fucking thing you ever heard of, right?
That's why I listened to him, because I wanted everybody, this is all a big mess. Sure. Why don't I hear what everyone's talking about?
And even if they did listen to him like you did, and they're like, I don't like it, it's like, okay. But you're also not the target demo. You understand? When I was in high school, running around in my Jinko jeans, eating ecstasy and doing crystal meth and stuff.
And dog meds.
And dog medicine. Grown 45-year-old men weren't bumping corn with a K either. Okay.
Yeah.
It would be weird if dudes who looked like us back in 1998 were showing up with Korn and Limp Bizkit shirts. We would all be like, okay, they're trying to fuck one of us. They're trying to drug us and fuck us in the back.
Or they're narcs. They're cops.
Yeah. Exactly. They're either cops or child molesters. And to us, the first thing was worse.
And I said it last week. I'm pretty sure. I know I said it in my video to anybody complaining. The halftime show and the game are for two different demographics. They're trying to pull in different viewers. But Jake, I have an update. We have a comment on TikTok. Look to your phone.
Oh, yeah.
What? Cheryl Hines is married to RFK? I no longer like her. Yes, factsoverfeelings.org. How does she tolerate pillow talk? I don't. First of all, how does she tolerate seeing him naked and having sex with him? But yeah, Cheryl Hines.
Well, no, dude, that's the thing. Seeing him naked and having sex with him, that is the one thing I will back Cheryl Hines up on. Have you seen that man shirtless?
He's buff. I just mean his throat and face and boobs. Yeah.
I think she puts in earplugs and she's just like, fuck me. I said, fuck me, RFK. Fuck me, Robbie. And I think she ignores the voice.
Some comments in this live were filtered to protect the community's experience. God damn you, TikTok. We don't need filters.
Protected.
I did not set these filters up. TikTok that's why we're never seeing comments, because people are showing up. They're saying, who is this bald fuck in this dime store, Rob Lowe?
I want you to filter out the nice comments, Yeah,
I
don't want anything that's too wholesome.
Facts over feel. I do not know what you said. I got your Cheryl Hines, but there were comments that TikTok says has been filmed, or filtered. But let's switch back. We got a comment. I was going to bring this up, but I forgot it. Todd Rubel, did you see their casting and contrasting an All America halftime show on some other right wing channel? Yes, and that was one thing I did send you. Was Mike Johnson when asked who should be at the halftime show. He gave your answer. Well, I'm not sure who this Bad Bunny person is. I didn't even know who Bad Bunny was, but it sounds like a terrible decision in my view from what I'm hearing. It sounds like someone who's not it sounds like he's not someone who appeals to a broader audience. The number one streamed artist in the world, right, bigger than Taylor Swift. And here we go. And there are so many eyes on the Super Bowl, a lot of young, impressionable children. And in my view, you would have Lee Greenwood singing that. He wants Lee Greenwood singing.
Like.
Yes.
The amount of time I'm on the subway and I see, 16, 17, 18, 19-year-olds just blaring Lee Greenwood out of their phone.
Proud to be mad, America. They don't even wear headphones. They blare it out their phone so everybody can hear how patriotic they are. Yes.
I remember the Weeknd doing the remix of Lee Greenwood's latest hit. It was, that's the one you want to get for sure.
My God, Mike Johnson! It's a meme.
I just love that. That was his first reference. He's sitting there going, I don't know who he is. He should do somebody that people more widely know. Like Lee Greenwood. Even if you're going to say somebody country, I don't know, Garth Brooks, Carrie Underwood, somebody, Dolly Parton. Even if you want to go super old, but Willie Nelson. Christ, he's still doing it at like 1,000 years old. Everybody knows him. Everybody loves him. Go with that. Lee Greenwood. That's who this crazy closeted Christian freak wants to go with. Lee Greenwood. That was the first reference.
That was the first reference. I love how that's supposed to appeal to a broader audience. But what you just said about this crazy closeted Christian freak, what happened to that fucking lying douchebag last week that went viral for saying he was going to expose Mike Johnson's Grindr page profile?
Dude, I knew,
and then it disappeared. You fucking liar! Right. Yeah.
Because here's how blackmail works. You do it quietly.
Yes.
And then you say, but if you don't do the thing, then I will say it out loud. See, because then if you go, hey, Mike Johnson, if you don't approve this lady from Arizona to be in Congress, which he should, it's bullshit. He's covering up
bullshit. Yep.
But that said, I agree with everything this guy said. It's just he's so dumb at blackmail. If he said that publicly like he did, and then Mike Johnson was like, hey, I just realized Jesus spoke to me and said to approve this lady and seat her in Congress, then everybody's going to go, oh, it's because that guy put that thing on TikTok and you do indeed have a Grindr account.
Yeah.
And then what? Like, okay, so this guy comes out and says, I'm going to blast your Grindr account unless you approve her, and then you approve her. What happens next week when he also doesn't like something you're voting on? You know what I mean? Like you would always be on the hook for that.
What it is, the kid wanted the attention. He didn't have any. He just wanted attention. The Pax Irving says they want Kid Rock. Metallica would have been the best choice, but
hang on, my dog's freaking out.
That's all right. So I'm gonna say hi to Paul, who said he's late. You're not that late. I agree with Tired. RFK is likely one of those men that say the female orgasm is not real. Rich showed up. Hello, Rich. And Paul, you missed it, I believe, because when you got here, I listened to Bad Bunny between last podcast and this one, and I'm not his target demographic, is what I'm going to say, to be polite. It wasn't for me. Todd asks, and the answer is yes. Not only, so I read his response too. That was came 2 days after Mike Johnson. Lee Greenwood is doing something for the Dallas Cowboys in a halftime show. He's like, I work with the NFL all the time. I would be honored. $5 says he ends up on this conservative thing. 1978 called, they want their A-track back. Yes. Willie just was on tour. My favorite country singer is Tess Tickles Kick. I thought I was going to say less ticket sales. Hi, puppy. My puppy just walked in. Yes, I survived my driving lesson. She only killed my stick shift once. Just have Slayer play the Super Bowl. The crowd marched to Altar of Sacrifice and followed
there you go.
with Angel of Death. Slayer would have caused as much controversy because the Slayer also would have been a little too niche. Not that Bad Bunny is.
Yeah, no, Bad Bunny is not niche at all. He is literally the top-selling artist in the world. And for all the right wingers implying that they're doing this for some kind of woke, DEI, blah, blah, blah. They've been, I don't know if I'm sure you've noticed, but
Yes, Brazil, Mexico.
yeah, they've been
Is there a Latin market for the NFL?
the same reason. It has nothing to do with Spanish or brown specifically. It has to do with green. They want to sell to a global audience. The reason that they're having Bad Bunny play the Super Bowl is the same reason that they're doing NFL games in countries all over the world. The same reason that John Cena apologized in full Mandarin to Chairman Xi for his terrible mistake of referring to Taiwan as a country on Twitter. That same reason is the reason that they're having Bad Bunny do the halftime show. It's all about selling tickets to a broad.
I mean, they should
outside the country.
They should let him perform at the World Cup. I mean, as well. He's
the top selling artist in the world. Whether you like him,
well, he's also an American citizen, so it's not an ice trap unless the. It's just the OJs. Money, 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 money. It's not a white skirt named American. That's why they don't like it. Yes, on TikTok. It's the only reason they don't like it is because it's not a white country artist or a white artist.
100%. They had no problem. And with all their shit about it should be somebody American. I think you pointed out last week, the Rolling Stones, lots of people have that weren't from the U.S. did it, but they don't care about American as much as they care about white and in English. These fucking people bitching about it. Oh, but to lead hit on YouTube's point about it being an ice trap, I know Christy Nome and all them were talking about having
ice there.
The most ridiculous thing, because if there's one thing I know about day laborers who work for $4 an hour, it's that they're constantly buying Super Bowl tickets for like $8,000. Have you looked at the price of Super Bowl tickets? Are you crazy?
Actually, when is the World Cup in the United States? Because, hey, now there is something many Latinos will go to. Hey, ICE, I don't know why you're doing all these roundups. Work smarter, not harder. Just wait for them to go to the World Cup and hang out in the parking lot. You don't have to keep traveling around the country.
Same argument with the Super Bowl.
I know. But they've probably been saving this whole time for it.
Again, you would have to save your entire life making $4 an hour to afford a nosebleed ticket. I don't think that's what they're doing.
I don't think the World Cup here will be as expensive because
it's not going to be as expensive as the Super Bowl. It's going to be too expensive to get tickets to the World Cup. If you're working here illegally under the table, making less than minimum wage, those tickets, I guarantee you, will be too expensive. Now, where you want to go, not to help out ICE with this shit, but you want to go to a dive bar down the street, that's playing the game. That is where someone who is here illegally would be getting drunk and watching the game, not in the seat, not in the stadium where you got to pay thousands of dollars to get in for that particular event.
I have an idea of Ultra's comment.
Now, if you want to bust white collar criminals, then you go to the Super Bowl, man.
The tax cheats and environmental disaster, like CEOs that pumped.
You want to crack open that Epstein list? Oh my God! all the box seats. That's Super Bowl. That's who's going to be there.
Ultra says LL Cool J would have been a more appropriate selection. Now, hear me out. Not this year. I think it would have been great to see LL Cool J, even though he was an 80s artist, on Dr. Dre's Super Bowl. It would have been great. It would have been just great because you have Dr. Dre, Eminem, Snoop Dogg, and then one of these things is not like the other. You have LL Cool J, the happy rapper, the nice, non-thug. That would have been fucking awesome.
Would have been great. He was more of a New York guy anyway.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. Sophie and Ken. So it's 2026. Wait, that's next year already? Is it? But the U.S. one, we've got it for next year. Oh, it's the Olympics that are 2028 that are coming to L.A.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So 2026. So yeah, ICE will still be in it, but tickets are over $1,000 each already after you buy.
Is that for World Cup?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah, I told you, man. It's World Cup is still going to be extremely expensive. It might not be. Yeah, because Tired of Liars has the Super Bowl price up there. Yes, $6,900 for the.
And that's where they start. Once the teams get announced, then the fans go crazy.
Yeah, and so I mean, the idea that that is where you're going to find illegal is just laughable.
Patricia Federico just got the #1 gifter badge. I don't know what that comment means. All right, well, let's change gears. I feel bad for a woman, Lisa Catalino. Lisa, I feel bad for her. Tired of swiping, this Bay Area woman turned to billboards to find a husband. Then came the hate. Lisa Catalino glanced at the notification on her phone, and the hour plus, blah, 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 105 new messages flooded in. They're horrendous. The 42-year-old San Mateo resident was like many other single millennials in the Bay Area, lonely, frustrated, and tired of swiping through dating apps. That changed despite plenty of skepticism from friends and family. She put her smiling face and brunette curls on 6 massive Highway 101 billboards proclaiming a search for her husband, MaryLisa.com, with her picture. Is it a bit much? Yes. Why is anyone hating on this woman? Who has so much time in their day that they go, fuck her for being lonely, fuck her for trying something different, I'm gonna fucking hate on her. Now, comedians should be making jokes like good-natured ribbing. I don't have any, but the fact that she is getting hate mail for just trying something different. What is wrong with people?
Listen, let me just say, let me say up top, I'm not on the side of the haters sending the hate mail. I'll say that.
But we could be on the side of making fun of her.
Right, but
yeah.
I'm also
okay. Go ahead. I interrupted. I apologize. You go ahead.
I'm also thinking like, hey, if she would have came to either one of us with this idea, we probably would have given her some version of the answer. What are you doing? You're going to get a bunch of hate mail.
Yeah.
It's 2025 and it's a bunch of goddamn mutants running around this country who do nothing but troll online. And in between online trollings, as they're going to get something from Taco Bell, to go back into the basement and like shit talk me for being bald or whatever on our podcast comments, and shit talk female athletes on Twitter, they look up and they're like, oh my God, someone else I can hate on. And they're jumping on, they're almost getting in traffic accidents, getting on their phone just to send hate mail. I mean, that's, you basically, there's something called dating apps, okay?
That's what she was sick of.
She was sick on the dating app. Let me tell you the downsides of the dating app, and that is there's a lot of swiping and texting and messaging, pain in the ass. But you know what you can do? You can swipe left on somebody real quick. You have to swipe right on them before they can start messaging you, and at any point you can cut them off. You essentially swiped right off of everybody on the 405 in LA. Okay, you swipe right on all of them. So they just all get to send shit to your inbox now. That's crazy. It is a crazy thing to do. That is essentially the paying bots just to swipe right on all of Twitter or all of Tinder, I mean, and then just waking up going, what's with all these messages? There's a lot of weird dudes sending me dick pics. Yeah, I mean,
I was just going to say, I was stunned that I didn't see a paragraph in there that mixed in with the hate mail are dick pics, because that's what I would expect right off the bat is a bunch of dick pics. What I could not find in that article is how much this costs, because at the bottom of the article they talk about, hey, if you're sick of Plenty of Fish, there is the expensive dating app for people with money, and if you have money to take out billboards, maybe try the less common man dating app, and more like, oh, let's spend a couple bucks, because that might seem like a better use of your money. If you're going to throw money away, up your dating app game from the free shitty ones to the, oh, okay, you have to have a little something invested in this.
It's literally the worst idea I've ever heard for how to meet a decent dude.
Jethro looked like for a Jed Clampett wife while putting up a billboard. That's what I just said. How does someone have that kind of cash just to pay for many billboards knowing people are going to talk shit? Yeah, what are you paying? They're attacking her for like
6 billboards. That's nuts, man.
Yeah,
even one is crazy.
Oh, you know what? We should look at her website, because it says, I wonder if it's still up. What is it? MaryLisa.com.
If this is just an elaborate way for her to plug an OnlyFans, she is a goddamn genius, and I will tip my hat to her.
That would be amazing. So, Mary Lisa, seeking the right man to start forever with. She's apply here, apply for yourself, apply on behalf. Oh, that's nice. So there's an application. Please fill out this application if you're interested in getting to know Lisa. She is open-minded on many things, but she is looking for someone who is aligned with core values and traits. Okay, that doesn't say anything. Republicans and Democrats both say that. Please note that Lisa will review all applications herself, and she will get back to you via email or phone if she has follow-up questions. So name, current city and state, not accepting all caps, not accepting applications. If residing outside of California,
the amount of trolling.
Religion, political affiliation. I mean, this doesn't even have to be hate. You could have a lot of highest level of education and these are all asterisks. These are all required fields. You don't get to skip any of these. Do you use tobacco, marijuana, hallucinogens? 2 words: marijuana, hallucinogens or recreational drugs. Do you want to get married? Do you want kids? Do you have kids? Have you been married before? Hobbies and interests. Describe your personality. Is there anything else you'd like Lisa to know about you? 4 photo uploads. Oh, this is great. I love this, actually.
The amount of trolling's got to be weird. Just, dear Lisa, I am a producer in the music industry who's looking for love, but has just stumbled into legal problems. I'll be in jail for the next 4 years. Would you like a conjugal? # bring baby oil.
Fun facts about Lisa: 41 years old, 5'5", 130, 36C. Currently self-employed, Democrat, liberal, non-practicing Catholic, non-religious. But we get into no tobacco, no marijuana, no drugs. Great sense of humor. Now we get into exclamation points. Loves going out and doing things. But San Francisco Giants fans, yeah. Shady. Convertible owner, loves cats, artistic and creative. I'm not. She's got the exclamation points on all these. Wants marriage and kids within the next 2 to 3 years with the right man. So there's a lot to make fun of here. I don't know about hate though. Do you really need to be angry that someone's trying this? It's
well, you don't need to be angry. Just like they don't need to be angry at me in the comments section for being a goofy bald fuck who kind of looks like Schmeagol from Lord of the Rings back when he was almost human. But they do. They do this anyway. And you have to know that about 2025. The people who write phone numbers in the bathrooms of bars on the wall, they don't do that because it's someone who they like and want to.
Yeah, they put someone else's number. Yeah.
And they certainly don't put their own number. Like, hi, this is Lisa. Yeah, you've called the right place for a good time. Like that's not who does that.
Paul, who's your team?
Put her own number on the bathroom wall is essentially what she did.
Paul says Giants fan disqualified. Rich, she doesn't like weed. She's out. If we don't make fun of Jake, this podcast is pointless.
That's right. That's right.
49ers, no. Brock Purdy, Iowan. If she smoked, she'd be she'd be a Giants fan. There you go.
I just think it's wild she thought of this idea dead sober. That's the craziest thing about this whole thing to me.
Appearance. Generally speaking, Lisa is attracted to more clean-cut looking men, slim to medium build, no or minimal tattoos, piercings. She has no height requirements. Oh, Danny DeVito's in the running. I mean, not his body type, but his body height. 35 to 45. I only have
one tattoo, but it's a prison swastika. Can we work with it? I'll get it covered up with like a really boxy looking butterfly.
Oh, endorsements. Lisa is described by those who know. I want to hear from exes. None of these endorsements have a name on it. I've known Lisa for years, and she is truly one of a kind. Lisa has been my best friend since childhood. Lisa is a trusted confidant and, quote, sister. I have known her for but there's no names. Like, it's just, these could all be fake. These could all be.
She's your best friend, but you didn't talk her out of this shit? You're a shitty friend. What are you doing? You're like the people in that documentary Grizzly Man who were flying that guy up there to go blow
and live with bears
or whatever. Yeah, like going, oh yeah, he's a good guy. Loves to tickle bears in the wild. Like, what are you doing?
She's got good legs in this photo. She's got nice legs.
My God.
Oh, here we go. Why this website? What? Is she desperate? If she's so great, why is she still single? All valid questions. Lisa's honest about who she is and what she's looking for. So here's a brief background. She didn't focus on dating in her 20s and early 30s. She prioritized on finishing college, starting a career, learning new skills, and working on personal development. She was in a long-term... she's out for me. She was in a long-term relationship in her 30s, 30 apostrophe S. Oh, and 20s. The apostrophe doesn't go there. Apostrophe doesn't go in numbers. It's 20s, 20, and little s. She's got apostrophes in here. Where's her best friend correcting her grammar? I'm going to go full grammar Nazi on this one. Lisa is a total catch, and we think you'll think so too.
Yeah. I'm more like grammar Boko Haram. I get upset about things, but I also can't spell that good anyway. So what are we talking about?
I'm grammar Boko Haram. I love that one.
Yeah,
my God.
The apostrophes and stuff, but the spelling is terrible.
Oh, sounds like the way a realtor's describe really bad houses. Yes, it does. Manson was one of a kind, too. Yeah, he was. A good old Chuck. Good for best of all. It is interesting. All right, we're running out of time. We got some time left, but I hope this happens. Trump pardon for Sean Combs is still under discussion as Diddy seeks to move cushy prison for 4-year sentence. I would be so happy if he pardoned him. Not because I have anything invested in it, just because it would make me laugh. Just because the party of anti-pedophiles, Matt Gaetz, they loved him. Trump, they love him despite Epstein Island. I would love for him to pardon a sex criminal. Just because every time it's just like we hate pedophiles and sex criminals, except for when our guy says it's okay.
It would be the greatest distraction from the Epstein files yet. You know what I mean? Like pardon a lesser sex criminal.
Jake. Okay, I have our next. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. Jake doesn't even know it. I am announcing that our podcast we're going to, oddly enough, transition from being two comedians that mock the news to two comedians who charge money and are very serious about conversion therapy, because the Supreme Court conservative majority is prepared to rule against conversion therapy ban. They are going to say pray the gay away is protected by free speech. So Jake, you and I should turn this podcast into conversion therapy. Let's start turning gays to Jesus.
I'm down with it, man. Now I don't want to. I want to have an ethical conversion therapy clinic. None of that shit where it's parents sending their minors against their will, that kind of thing. I don't like that kind of thing. But if you're like a grown 18 plus consenting adult, you're some Republican who wants to run for Senate, in a deep red stage, we'll Michelle Bachmann you up, we'll do the whole thing right. Because as we're going to do the first ever atheist conversion therapy clinic, and it's going to be the best one. Because here's the thing. I sent my son to conversion therapy. Not that I believe in any of that stuff or I'm in religious. Well, it's one here in Brooklyn.
No. Which son? You got two kids. Which one?
I have both of them. So I now one is 1 and the other one's 3.
That's why I asked, because I want to know how young you're starting this. Did you miss out on the 3-year-old? Oh, he's a lost cause. I sent the 1-year-old because let's get him converted fast.
Well, they say in the brochure that they're never too young for them to claim that they're straight after they charge you money. So we sent them there. I had a coupon through Groupon for it. Our babysitter was sick, and we just wanted daycare. You know what I mean? It's like whatever. Or as they call it, gay care. So we sent them to gay care camp, and I showed up for it was like a parent luncheon day. And let me tell you something, man. As an atheist, these goddamn Christians are turning our gay kids straight all wrong. They're doing it all wrong. I think we could do a much better job. For one thing, so I'm like, okay, listen, they already have kind of accidental gay conversion camps.
Yes. They're called Catholic priests, altar boy program.
No, they're called prison. So what you do is you take a bunch of straight dudes and you put them in there only around other dudes, and after so long you just kind of wait,
I gotta interrupt. Yeah. I've heard of that, and I've heard it's very successful within the borders of the prison. It's we need a permanent gay conversion because they turn gay in prison, but once they're out, then it's deniability. It's prison's kind of like Vegas in that sense. It's a temporary fix.
For some, yes. For some, no. Clearly, you have never seen a character called Omar on The Wire. Okay?
I did.
Sometimes,
Did they say that was why he was?
Come on now, it's Omar. It's Omar, for Christ's sake. Where do you think he started with it? Come on.
That actor passed away too. Sad.
He did.
Yeah.
He did. He was fucking great in that, by the way.
He was
the best
that was
character.
great.
He steals that show.
Oh, it's a difficult show to steal because it is so fucking good. Last season got a little crazy, but
I still liked it.
I liked it, but it still was a little odd. Like, yeah. I agree with Paul. Paul has a great point. Pray the Gay Away is probably how John Wayne Gacy became the man that murdered a bunch of people. I would suspect, and we've talked about this before, one of my favorite episodes of South Park is the gay conversion episode. When he's walking Butters. Oh my God. They
go back and watch it.
It's so funny. So Butters gets sent to conversion therapy camp, and the counselor is walking. He's walking him down the hall. He's like, "And this is going to be your conversion buddy." And open the door, and it's just a kid. There's a body swinging, and there's no reaction. And then he's like, "It happened again," and like that's the reaction. Is it happened again?
See, but that's the thing. That's the thing. So to go back to my point about prison, right?
Wait. So, Jake, you're being attacked here. What about the Army? Isn't that because Sophie and Ken says it happens in the Army, and you were in the Army, Jake?
Listen, all gave some, but some gave up that ass. You know what I mean? What happens in the Kush
Rocky made it. Hey, Rocky.
Kush Mountains, all right?
Rocky says two people confined alone together for long are going to end up banging. Yes, it's also this is how we know Gilligan's Island was fake because aside from Mr. and Mrs. Howell weren't even banging because they were too old. Yeah, any other island, everybody would have been banging. Gilligan's Island would have been more like Friends in that it would have been Rachel's banging Joey and Monica's banging. I don't remember Friends, but either way, Gilligan's Island would have been everybody banging everybody had it been real.
Sure, yeah, and but Gilligan's Island, to my point about the prison thing, right? You go there, and so you're like, okay, your thing is you're going to take gay kids, turn them straight. I'll bet you're what? Surrounding this gay kid with pussy. I'll bet he's just surrounded by a bunch of heterosexuals and, oh, no, you've taken all the gay kids in Alabama and had them bunk together in the woods, huh? You've essentially created the Central Park Rambles, but with less cops in Tennessee. What are you doing? How was that going to work? Oh, how about the guy running the place? I'll bet he's a real pussy hound, huh? I'll bet this guy, he's almost like an Andrew Tate, but less rapey. That's kind of what I'm picturing. Oh, no, he is a confirmed bachelor with an effeminate Southern draw. Who's got some wife who can't make eye contact. Okay.
Yes. Going back to Michelle Bachmann's fucking ultra masculine husband. That alpha male, that shining beacon of man, he gave fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger a run for his money. He did. Bachmann's husband?
That's one of the few success stories coming out of there. Okay.
Yeah, success because he
is still spending money on that shit because I looked it up. And again, dude, if you're a consenting adult and you decide you like Jesus more than getting laid, fucking whatever. I don't understand.
Good for you.
Religious shit, fine, go in there. Nomine parte Spiritu Sancti, your own cravings away. But when they send kids, that's where I think it's fucked up. I looked it up, man. There's an estimated 350,000 children in the United States have been sent to conversion therapy. Now, out of all of those, roughly 350,000 of them are still very gay, right? So I'm saying, how the hell are they still charging money for this, dude? Because I'm not saying I'm the comedic voice of my generation, but I'm way better at making people laugh on stage than these guys are making
Curing gay.
I'm saying, dude, the marketers for conversion therapy. I want them to manage me, okay? Manage my stand-up comedy. I will be selling out Madison Square Garden tomorrow. I'm way funnier than these guys are at convincing gay people to be straight. So
if you do not turn this into a bit, you are missing out, because that is a solid fucking premise, what you have going right there. I absolutely love that. Your fucking warped Jake brain is so beautiful and brilliant. The way you think of things. My God. Oh.
That said, I'm still not making any money. So if there's any conversion therapists out there, we're sitting there going, and you know what? If you work for me, I'll pay you what Mike Johnson's paying you, or whoever's writing the checks, and you can actually be gay, dude. In fact, I wish you would. It kind of creeps me out, the whole celibate gay thing you're doing. It feels weird. It feels gross. Feels like you're hurting yourself somehow. You know what I mean? Just be who you want to be. Work for me. Work for us. Plug our podcast.
Yes.
Make us the next Rogan.
Yes. All right, I tore through the comments. Well, do something with that. That's fucking beautiful. They watched, but I'm a cheerleader, and thought it was a documentary. Gayness is all about percentage, Miss Oliver. I'm with Rocky. I was a Marianne guy, not a Ginger. I was always Marianne. That was she did it for me. All right, we have been the Idiots on Parade. We got multiple hearts on TikTok, and our first comment. Thank you, TikTok. And of course, it's the day my mic is dead, so I have bad air sound on TikTok. Usually, I hook a mic up to TikTok. I can be found at nathantimmel.com, and everything is over there. Shirts, books, special, unapologetic. Jake can be found on social media at Jake Vevra everywhere, and he has his own special, Unalived by Dog Pills. And we will be here next Saturday around the same time. Thank you for tuning in, Paul.
Shout out to all the gay kids in Tennessee requesting to go to conversion therapy just to get some dick. Fish in a barrel, baby.